are we elders going? How are we training our next generation? So if you punish a child for being naughty and reward him for being good, he will do right merely for the sake of the reward. I also see this, for example, our birthdays, the way we celebrate. Most of the time, it's either money we are giving or gifts, Lego or whatever. And when he goes out into the world and finds that goodness in the world is not always rewarded, nor wickedness always punished, he will grow into a man who only thinks about how he may get on in the world and does right or wrong according as he finds advantage to himself. So my point of view is like when we gift whoever we love, our birthdays or Eid or whatever, it's always money or gifts, material stuff. So I think the more important things, the invisible things like character development, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, like those things, like we don't give them that importance. It's just my observation. That's what we're doing. How can we change it? So this Vinland Saga, this is the main protagonist, main character, Thorfinn, son of Thor. This is the kid on which whole season is about. This is his father. So this is Thorfinn, this is Thor. It's kind of a mentor to him, but this his father changes the whole story. His uncle gets him in the future. So there were some lines that I just wanted to share that bring a change in me or which question my certain stuff. For example, you don't have any enemies. His father is trying to tell. No one has ever any enemies. There is no one who it's okay to hurt. So when I go into my mind, like when we as a human, like I don't like it or that's my enemy. So it's not that. It's more like how should I say? It's our ego inside us, the Saturn inside us, the good and bad power energies inside us. One soul, one ego, that saying, there is my enemy. So there is no one our enemy. Make sense? So there is no enemy. Point one. Point two, this character just reminded me from Naruto, his friend Shikamaru. My father isn't a bad man like you. He reminds me of Naruto, always standing for the people he loved. Now his father saying in his dying moments, I must rely on a sword like this because I am not yet a master. A true warrior doesn't need a sword. He reminds me of Naruto. It was emotional scene and the symbols. So yeah, here kind of a mentor of Thorfinn after killing his father. Don't get so worked up. Like in this scenario, don't get so emotional. Stay focused. You haven't trained enough, kid. That's the scene. And now he had only accepted victory with honor. So my question is here, what is honor? Who defines honor? So his father died respectfully, so he would never kill me while I'm sleeping. And he's held back by his past and his pride. What is pride? Everyone is a slave to something. What are you slave of? Money? Material stuff? Security? Going against your herd mentality? What are you slave of? Office? Boss? Yeah, that's the thing that's hit me the hardest. You cannot make someone realize until unless they experience it, they get it at their own timings. Everyone has their own life book and everyone has their own timings to understand certain things. So he's thinking about his father. Maybe his father saying while he's imagining or in dream, maybe you will just have to realize it on your own. There is a much greater depth here. I told you, right? You don't have any enemies. No one has any enemies. A true warrior doesn't need a sword. Okay, Warrior of the Light. Reminds me of that. I should read it. A true warrior doesn't need a sword. Is it something overlapping in this book and in this season? And yeah, this was also, but I feel like you are the same as me. Sometimes we just love to reject what we know in our core. What's Avalon? Avalon lies far across the great sea to the west. It's a land of everlasting spring where the fairies live. It's a place free from suffering of death and old age in this life. So that was an interesting concept about Avalon and how it's, I'm not sure, but I guess it's overlapping Norse, Nordic, and Celtic, Ireland, a triangle between these myths countries. And this was an interesting one because that's how the episodes are going. Like rowing a boat, we enter the future backwards. All we see are the scenes of the past. And no one cannot see the views of tomorrow. So we are going in unknown. There are some things that you only realize once you have experienced the loss. So that's when the prince take turn, for good or bad, and he lost his most beloved caretaker. And you have noticed already that it's a dream. Now, this is what troubles me. I'm still not understanding it, but I'm sharing it here out loud. Maybe someday I will understand. Death perfects a person. Are you saying that that is the essence of love? Is the core of love? Don't get so mad. It's a bad habit of yours. You get emotional while fighting. Use your head. Stay focused. What's important for a warrior is where their soul is. He's curious about his father, Thorfinn's father, and that's why he's asking. I can tell by looking in your eyes, you don't have that same mysterious sparkle like your father does. And this was a funny scene from his uncle, and it also reminds me the new Naruto first 200 episodes before Naruto Shippuden. I hate that look in his eyes, and I have seen it before. What are you looking at with those eyes? They say eyes is a window to your soul. Vinland Saga is a journey of this 5, 6 years old kid to this cheerful young child converting this vengeance. It's just like in Naruto Sasuke. So that was, and it took him long enough to learn the lesson that vengeance, revenge is just going to bring more pain, more emptiness, and nothing. Everyone is obsessed with saving each other. Is that what a warrior is supposed to do? How do you plan to live your life, Thorfinn, when his mentor, was taking his last breath? Move forward already, Thorfinn. Go far ahead. Become a true warrior. And that's where season ends. So, season 2, that's how it starts. These are the protagonist main characters. And it starts with this. A fair on a barren land withers with neither bark nor leaves, so too does the man loved by none. Why should he live a long life? Does anything good come from being alive? I guess when we forget the gratitude, this media has, like we believe we need something bigger. We forget to enjoy the small moments. So I guess when we forget about the gratitude part, thank for the food, thank for one more day, thank for the roof, water, everything. So I guess that's when the sin hit me. Does anything good comes from being alive? Not for me. Two friends are arguing. In an argument, do you want to die? I don't know what kind of terrible fate you have suffered, boy, but I don't want to know what kind of hell you have lived through either. But we are able to chit-chat, eat, and sleep in this hell because someone kept us alive. How can you say nothing good's ever happened to you? Now, the king, a person's character and their usefulness are two different things. Either way, I shall meet him and judge for myself. Judge by yourself instead of believing others, people, what they say about others. Because oftentimes it's just haven't gone into their depth, into their shadows. So they have the really shallow relationship with their self. How can they know others? Buying peace with money is foolishness. Now the old father is talking about his son who is taking care of the farm now, and he's talking with his slaves. Too much wealth brings about misfortune. Increasing your wealth makes you fear losing it. You spend money, massage your fears, and then have to earn more and more, and my idiot son hasn't realized yet how pointless it is. I feel like I learned a lot of things today. So if you're in growth mindset and you are empty, you observe a lot. Well, it's not that kind of thing you can get over just because someone tells you to. Everyone has their own timings to get over things, get over pain, suffering, or whatever it is they are trying to get over. You can start learning things one at a time. So now the grandpa is encouraging. If you are empty, then you can fit anything inside you. In fact, it's better to be empty if you want to be reborn. Can I be reborn after killing many people? People can change, girlfriend. You're probably on your way to becoming a better person right now. Well, there is a lot I'm still not sure about. Story of my life. What benefit is there for the worker from that in which he labors? I have seen that task which God has given the sons of mankind with which to occupy themselves. He has made everything appropriate in its time. He has also set eternity, their heart, without the possibility that mankind will find out the work which God has done from the beginning even to the end. Carve what you feel into me. Carve that encounter into me.